suspense a grievous episode begins, all is calm at American Eagle headquarters. Doodle is engaged in his favorite pastime, preparing a little light snack for himself.
What a masterpiece.
Suddenly, Dan, the brilliant young inventor member of the American Eagle Squadron, rushed into the room.
Doodle, it's finished.
Not quite. He's just a dab of horseradish.
Is that all you ever think about, your stomach?
This ain't my stomach. This is a sandwich. My stomach is this basketball-shaped object which holds my pants up.
Doodle, I'm serious. My new invention is finished, and I have to tell Roger about it right away.
Gosh, Dan, Roger won't be back till later. Is it that important?
You bet it is. In fact, we can't wait for Roger to get back. I'm going to call General Brassbottom in Washington myself.
And that's just what Dan did. And General Brassbottom replied,
You've invented a what? Why, that's preposterous. People only invent things like that in science fiction stories. What's that? Oh, that's where you saw it too, eh?
And so, in response to Dan's urgent call, the General came to American Eagle headquarters.
This better be good, boy. I broke a golf date to come here.
You'll see, General. My Framastatic brain transposer really works.
Brain transposer? What's that?
Well, to put it simply, this machine can switch the brain waves from one person to another, causing a complete transference of personalities.
My boy, I know you're a brilliant young scientist, but I find this hard to believe.
I'll prove it, sir. Just sit in that chair, and Doodle, you sit in that one. Now, just relax while I throw the switch.
What's this? It looks like the General was right. Nothing had happened. The General said,
I'm hungry. Let's go get a pizza.
And Doodle said,
See? What did I tell you? The invention is a failure. Now, I must be going. Goodbye, boys.
But when the General attempted to get into his car, he received a rather rude surprise.
Where do you think you're going, kid?
Kid? Kid? Who are you calling kid, you insubordinate titmouse?
Beat it, Sonny, before I paddle you, and keep away from General Brassbottom's car.
This is outrageous. I'll bust you so low you'll be saluting enemy agents.
Just then, the real General, that is, the real Doodle. I mean, well, you know what I mean, don't you? Well, good, then tell me.
Just a moment. Maybe I can explain.
Oh, there you are, sir. Quickly now, General, into the car. You have an important meeting at the Pentagon.
But...
Well, boys and girls, what a dilemma. Thanks to Dan's new invention, Doodle and the General had traded brains, and with rather confusing results. For instance, the General, that is Doodle, held a press conference that afternoon. General, what do you think about the latest atomic weapons?
You should never play with them. They're very dangerous.
And what about this year's military allowance?
It should be at least 50 cents a week. And you could always ask for more if you want to go to the show on Saturday.
General, about the draft.
Glad you brought that up. Will somebody please close that window?
What's this? It looked as though Doodle was enjoying playing the role of a general. Meanwhile, outside the Pentagon, another true-life drama was being enacted.
You must let me in. I'm General Brassbottom. There's been a mistake.
Yeah, the mistake was letting you out of the loony bin, kid.
Boy, oh boy, we have to get through to Doodle. He doesn't understand how serious this is.
Yes, unless we get him back in that confounded machine of yours and switch brains again, our entire army may be thrown into chaos.
And then, just when things looked hopeless, a minor miracle happened.
Your lunch, General.
Lunch? You call this lunch?
Why, yes, sir. Crackers and milk. Your stomach, you know.
Uh-oh. I knew there was a catch to it. Lieutenant, my car. We're going to American Eagle headquarters.
And so all's well that ends well. Doodle and the General were given back their own brains and their own tummies.
I'm starved. What's for dinner?
As we close the book on another believable episode of Roger Ramjet and the American Eagles.